What's going on, Buttercups? It's your boy Smitty here. Oh, God. Anyway, guys, ignore that little piece at the beginning there. We're back with some more Doki Doki Literature Club here. Last time we left off, what happened? We were reading our poems. We looked at some of the other girls' poems here. This girl's voice sounds seductive for almost anything I do. Just wait till we get to Yuri's voice. But, yeah, that's all we did. We read some poems, and we're gonna continue from here. No use rambling any further. Let's go. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. So I'm pretty confident someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's have a read then. Oh, this is a long one. Hole in wall. That couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. Peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the reader's image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Okay, I mean, I can make some jokes about a hole in a wall there, but we're gonna ignore that right now. That was actually seemed pretty deep for a part. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the time in between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a lot. Epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And well, we only have one choice next. I like how I click skip. There's nothing to skip. I saved this quite over here. Oh my gosh. Jeez, I wasn't even paying attention to that. Anyway, on to Yuri. The last one. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Yuri stares at the poem. Minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. How do you forget to start speaking? What the? Well, I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that I might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad, huh? No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Okay, what is going on here? He buries her face in her hands. Couldn't help but notice it's been several minutes. Really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take a while to Yuri to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most notable thing I recognized in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and the form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammer is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for.
There's so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. Not sure if you're usually apologizing to yourself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. I realize Yuri's voice is a little bit similar to Monica, just Monica's a bit deeper, but whatever, man. Words itself is kind of funny. After all, is this supposed to be a literature club? Oh god, how the hell am I supposed to read that? Jeez. Future me, zoom in on it for them there, yeah, thanks. A ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to withstand the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathe in air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. I don't understand that. Dot.
Well, I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. I didn't make future me zoom in on that for you guys to see it. No.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I also think your handwriting is pretty.
Eh? Well, that's a relief.
Also, I like the poem. Even though it was short, it's really descriptive.
It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Zane.
Really? Just totally missed the point.
But I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past.
Okay, I understand now.
And soon to be left with nothing.
Okay, the soon to be left with nothing part is a little bit, yeah, that's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I even thought of that. It's impressive.
Oh, it's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things, too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
That's that. Whew. I guess that's everyone. That's around the room. It's a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. And that they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. I actually do write, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I actually do write, like I have like an actual light novel I'm writing on my own. I've been writing for a couple of years now, but I keep stopping it. Maybe I should get back into that. This is a literature club after all. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They're gingerly exchanging sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. Okay, so I could see a little bit of heat going back. The one who's rather serious about her writing and the carefree writing style of Natsuki. As they're reading tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. Oh, what's with this language?
Eh? Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. Anyway, I think that's a good place to leave it off here. I don't know how long this episode will be because I cut out a piece in the middle when I wasn't trying to remember their voices or anything like that. But we'll leave it off there for now. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I hope to see you all again next time. Until then, as always, stay blessed.